Hello everyone, Pupinder Singh this side. I hope you all are fine. In our previous video lecture, we understood graphs of a linear equations in two variables. Today, we will discuss exercise 4.3. First question is draw the graph of the following linear equation in two variables. Four equations are given. We have to plot the graph of these equations. This question is same as the example. One part we will solve. Let's take example of a first part. Equation is x plus y is equals to 4. Now find the value of any variable. You can write the equation in the form of y or x. Now find the value of y. X is plus on the left hand side, right side it's become minus. So value of y is 4 minus x. This is the equation. Now we have, for plot the graph, we have to find the coordinates. To find the coordinates, put any value of x and find the value of the y. Put a first value of x 0. Let's x value is 0. When we put x value 0, y value is 4 minus 0. So y value is 4. X value is 0 and y value is 4. So this is the first point. Now put x value 1. Put x value 1 and find the value of y. That is 4 minus x. So y is equals to 4 minus 1. Y value is 3. When x value is 1, y value is 3. Then second point is 1 comma 3. Like this way you can find the number of the coordinates. But for plot the graph, 2 are enough. Now one point is 0 comma 4 and second is the 1 comma 3. Now we have to plot these points on the Cartesian plane. Now we have to plot 0 comma 4 and 1 comma 3 on the Cartesian plane. This side x dash and upper side y dash. Mark the point 0 1 2 3 4. Upper side 1 2 3 4. Now mark a first point. First point is 0 comma 4. X value is 0 and y value is 4. So this is the point. Second is the 1 comma 3. X value is 1. So this is the value of x and y value 3. This is the value of y. So second point is this. When we join these 2 points, it gives us a straight line. So graph of a linear equation is always a straight line graph. In this way, you have to plot the equations on a Cartesian plane. Like this way, solve all the parts of first question. Second question is, give the equation of two lines passing through the point 2 comma 14. Now points are given, you have to just find the equation. So x value is 2 and y value is 14. Write any two equations related to these points. One equation you can write x plus y is equals to 16 because the sum of these two is 16. Second, you can take it y value is the 7 times of a x value, because when we put x value 2, it's become 7 into 2 14. So this equation also satisfies this result. In this way you can write the number of equations. Second, they're asking how many more such lines are there. So there are the infinite lines which are passing from these 2 points. Third question is, if the point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph of equation is given 3y is equals to ax plus 7 and this point lie on this equation, so it means these points satisfy this equation. If it satisfy, it means the value of x is 3 and value of y is 4 and we have to find the value of a. So put the value of x and y and find the value of a. X value 3, y value is 4. Put here 3 into 4 is equals to a multiply x is 3 plus 7. 4 into 3 12 is equals to a into 3 3a plus 7. 7 is plus on the right side, left side it's become minus, so 12 minus 7 is equals to 3a. So it's a 5 is equals to 3a. Value of a 5 over 3, that is our answer. Question number 4. The taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer, when a taxi cover a distance of 1 kilometer, the fare is rupees 8. The rupees is 8. And for the subsequent distance, it is for rupees 5. After that, when it cover any distance, if it cover a next 1 kilometer, the rupees is 5. Again for a next 1 kilometer, 5 rupees. So for a first kilometer, the charges is the rupees 8. For the next kilometers, there is the rupees 5 per kilometer. So only for the first kilometer it is a rupees 8. For the remaining kilometers it is as a rupees 5 per kilometer. Taking the distance covered is x kilometer. Total distance is given, that is x kilometer, and the total fare is given, total rupees are given, that are the y rupees. So what is the total fare? Total fare is the rupees of the total distance. For the distance, charges are given. So first we have to write a linear equation for this information and draw it through a graph. Total distance is given, that is x kilometer, and total fare is given, that is y rupees. So total fare is y rupees, that is equals to the charges per kilometer multiply by the total distance, that is the fare, how much distance taxi covered and what is the charges for the that distance. As we know, total distance is x kilometer. For 1 kilometer, for first kilometer, it charges are rupees 8. For the next kilometers, its charges are 5 rupees per kilometer. So for the first kilometer, its charges is rupees 8. So first kilometer, its charges is rupees 8 plus. Now we find the charges of the remaining distance. Total distance is the x kilometer. 1 kilometer charges we already written. Now remaining distance is the x minus 1 kilometer, because 1 kilometer charges we already written, because for the first kilometer the charges are rupees 8. So first kilometer it is of rupees 8. Now distance was x kilometer, 1 kilometer charges written, so remaining distance is x minus 1. Now what is the charge of this distance? The charge of this distance is rupees 5 per kilometer, so we multiply it with 5. So total fare, that is y, is equals to fare for the first kilometer, that is rupees 8, and the rupees for the remaining kilometer. Remaining kilometer is x minus 1 and the charge per kilometer is 5. So this is the equation. Simplify this, it's become y is equals to 8 plus 5 is multiply with bracket, 5 into x, 5x minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. So equation is y is equals to 5x plus 3. This is the equation of this question. Now you have to plot this equation on the graph. Take any value of x and find the value of y and find the coordinates point and plot these points on the Cartesian plane. That is our answer. Next question is same as the example. From the choice given below, choose the equation whose graphs are given. Two graphs are given. First graph is given. You have to check out of these four equations which equation satisfy this graph. It is same as the example number 8. Solve this question by on. Now example number 6. If the work done by a body of a constant force, work done is given, so work done when the force is constant, the work done is directly proportional. This work done is directly proportional to the distance. So work done is directly proportional to the distance traveled by the body. Express this in the form of the equation. Let the work done is x and the distance traveled by body is y. So our equation is work done directly proportional to the distance. Now it is equals to ky. K is the constant of this equation. Now force is constant and it is mentioned draw the graph of the same by taking constant force as 5 units. They said this constant force is 5 units. So value of this constant is 5. So the equation is x is equals to 5y. Equation of this is work done is equals to force and distance traveled. You have to draw it on the graph. So put the value of y and find the value of x and find the at least 2 points of x and y and plot it on the graph. Second is find the work done x if the distance traveled by body is, first is unit, if the distance traveled means y value is 2, then what is the work done? So that is a 5 into 2, 10 units. For the second part, done if the distance is 0 units, so work done is force into distance. 5 into 0 is 0, so x value is also 0. So if the distance traveled is 0, it means work done is also 0. Now question number 7. Jamini and Fatima, two students of class 9th of a school, together contributed rupees 100. Together they contributed 100 rupees towards the Prime Minister Relief Fund to help the earthquake victims. Write it in the form of the equation. So let's rupees given by Fatima and Jamini's are x rupees are given by Jamini. Together means plus y rupees are given by Fatima. Together they contribute rupees 100. So equation is x plus y is equals to 100. Here x is the rupees given by Jamini and y is the rupees given by Fatima. So together they contributed rupees 100. So this is the equation. Draw this equation on the graph. Question number 8. In countries USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in India it is measured in the Celsius. So for this linear equation is given Fahrenheit is equals to 9 by 5th part of the Celsius plus 32. So equation is already given. Now question is, first part is draw the graph of linear equation above using Celsius for the x-axis and Fahrenheit for the y-axis. So value of C is x and value of F is y. So put any value of x and find the value of y and plot it on the graph. Second part is if the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, Celsius value is 30 degree, find the temperature in the Fahrenheit. So put the value of Celsius is 30 degree and find the value of the Fahrenheit. 5 on the 5, 5 6 are 30, 9 into 6, 54 plus 32, and find the value of the temperature in Fahrenheit. Similarly, third part is temperature given in Fahrenheit. F value is given and you have to find the value of the Celsius. Put the F value is 95 and find the value of C. Fourth question, if the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, if C is equals to 0, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? So find the temperature in Fahrenheit. So C value is 0. So this is a 0. Then Fahrenheit value becomes 32 degree. Similarly, if Fahrenheit is 0, if F value is 0, find the value of the C. So first put C value 0 and find the value of F. Second, F value is 0 and find the value of C. Fifth part, is there a temperature which is numerically same? Now they said both the Fahrenheit and Celsius are same. So both the values are same. When we write it in the equation form, it is a equation is y is equals to 9.5x plus 32. Now both the Fahrenheit and Celsius are same, so y and x both are same. Put their values, it's become y is equals to 9.5y plus 32. 32 is plus, this side it's become minus, so y minus 32 is equals to 9.5y. 5 is divisible, this side it's become multiply, so it's become 5y minus 160 is equals to 9y. 5 is plus, this side it's become minus, so 9y minus 5y is equals to minus 160. So value of y is minus 160 upon 4, that is minus 40 degree temperature. So on a minus 40 degree, both the Fahrenheit and Celsius are on the same point. This is the answer of this fifth part. Now our third exercise is completed. If you face any problem in this exercise, share your queries in the comment section below. Thank you.